students. Today we are going to start with the centripetal acceleration. What we have to start? We have to start with centripetal acceleration. What is centripetal acceleration? So on that day we have studied about what is centripetal acceleration. It is the acceleration of a moving body moving in a circular path. Any body which is moving in a circular path, its acceleration will be taken as centripetal acceleration. And this acceleration is always along the radial line and always directed towards the center of the circular path. इसका मतलब क्या है कि ये जो acceleration है ये कभी भी किस लाइन में रहता है? It will be acting along the line and always directed towards the center of a circular path. मतलब कैसे है? We will just see the diagram first. We have to derive this relation. Now first we will consider that particle is moving in a circular path. This is the circular path of the particle. Let the path of the initially the particle is at A. From this is the radius of the path. This is, we are considering that the particle is moving in a circular path. So the particle starts from A and moves up to B. So this is the radial line. Okay, this is what? Radial line. It is taken as R. So what will be happening? So at this particular point A, the particle is moving with constant velocity v in a circular path. So the velocity at this particular point will be in this direction. It is taken as what? Va. Similarly, at this particular point, the velocity of the particle will be in this direction. It is taken as Vb. Okay, and the acceleration is towards the center O. So we will consider that d theta is the total distance, or we can say angle subtended by the particle from A to B, and this distance A to B is small amount of distance dl. This dl is what? It is the path or distance traveled by the particle from A to B. Now what we have to do is we have to calculate the centripetal acceleration when the particle is moving from A to B. Now to calculate this acceleration, two things we have to consider. We have to consider the velocity v, we have to consider the velocity vb. Clear? Then we have to consider that how these velocity va and velocity va at this point A and B is responsible for giving the centripetal acceleration towards the center O. So for this what we have to do? We have to find out the velocity for this particle which is moving from A to B. After finding out the velocity, we have to find out the acceleration by differentiating velocity with respect to time. क्लियर हो गया? हमें क्या करना है, जब ये पार्टिकल A to B की तरफ मूव हो रहा है सर्कुलर ऑर्बिट में, तो इसका वेलोसिटी कितना है वो फाइंड आउट कर लेना है पहले. अब वेलोसिटी क्यों फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि हमें एक्सेलरेशन फाइंड आउट करना है. तो एक्सेलरेशन फाइंड आउट करने के लिए वेलोसिटी होना चाहिए, और वेलोसिटी के बाद जब वेलोसिटी आएगा उसको डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, तो हमें क्या आ जाएगा? एक्सेलरेशन आ जाएगा. तो ये तो हमने बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ा ही हुआ है, तो वही कॉन्सेप्ट हम इधर अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. तो अब इस फ्रॉम दिस फिगर, दिस इज द फिगर 1. So one more thing we have to understand, that if we consider that this is the velocity va and this is the velocity vb. If we consider that this is the point P and d theta is the angle subtended by the path. So if we join this will be taken as what? dv. So if we consider this PQR, so now what we are considering? VA and VB are the velocities along the A and along the B. So if I have to calculate dV, small amount of velocity traveled by this, since it is a vector time VA along this direction, VB along this direction. So if I have to calculate dV, the distance traveled from here to dV will be calculated by what? VB minus VA. dV कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? VB minus VA. This is the figure 2. So now using figure 1 and figure 2, now we have to derive the relation for the centripetal acceleration. Now centripetal acceleration, we know what it is. It is the acceleration of a body moving in a circular path, and this acceleration is always directed on a radial line and always directed towards the center of the circular path. So towards the center of the circular path it will be acting. So now if we consider these two things, so now for deriving these two triangles we have to consider from figure 1 and figure 2. So in figure 1, if we consider the triangle ABO, from figure 1 what we will consider? Triangle ABO. And from figure 2 what we will consider? Triangle PQR. These two triangles are considered. These two triangles are similar. Now if we are telling that this figure ABO and from this figure to PQR, if these two triangles are similar triangles, so what we have studied in case of similar triangles में हमने क्या पढ़ा हुआ है? Ratio of the base length to the side length for one of the triangles is equal to that of the other triangle. Means एक triangle का रेशियो अगर हम निकालते हैं, कौन सा? किसका? बेस लेंथ टू द साइड लेंथ. तो इस केस में बेस लेंथ क्या हो गया? AB. So AB or one of the side length. Now here these sides are same. So AB by AO is equal to, हमने क्या पढ़ा हुआ है सिमिलर ट्राइंगल्स के केस में? रेशियो ऑफ बेस लेंथ टू द साइड लेंथ इज इक्वल टू द अनदर ट्राइंगल इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? सिमिलर इज इक्वल टू द दैट ऑफ द अदर ट्राइंगल. तो इस ट्राइंगल में बेस लेंथ कितना हो गया? QR बाय PQ. QR क्या हो गया? बेस लेंथ. और PQ क्या हो गया? साइड लेंथ. ओके, सो नाउ व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ AB? AB is DL. Okay, and what is PQ? R. Oh sorry, AO R. Similarly QP क्या हो गया? QR क्या है? QR is DV and PQ क्या है? V. So what it indicates? This relation DL by R is equal to DV by V. Now actually what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the velocity. So here in this velocity will be in terms of what? dV. So small amount of dV. So what we'll do? We'll send this V to second side. So dV is equal to V into dl by R. We'll give this as what? Equation number 1. इसको क्या करेंगे हम? Equation 1 दे देंगे. Now dV का वैल्यू तो आ गया. Okay, small amount of dV in terms of this figure 1 and figure 2 we have calculated. अभी सेकेंड पार्ट क्या है? वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट व्हाट? सेंट्रीपिटल एक्सेलरेशन. हमें क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? सेंट्रीपिटल एक्सेलरेशन. सो सेंट्रीपिटल एक्सेलरेशन इट इज डिनोटेड बाय AC. So acceleration is what? Velocity by time. So here what? This will become dV by dt. Okay, so ये हो गया तुम्हारा dV by dt. So this is equation number 2. This equation you give as what? Equation number 2. So in the first equation we have calculated the value of dV, and in the second equation we are considering what is centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration is what? Rate of change of velocity. So AC is equal to what? dV by dt. So now what we'll do? Substituting the value of dV in equation 2, or we'll write from equation 1 and 2. Okay, so from equation 1 and 2 what we are getting? we'll get AC is equal to V into dl by r dt. Means in place of V, we are getting V into dl by r into dt. Now we'll arrange this term. So before arranging this, we know one thing. What is this? We know velocity. Velocity, how will I can calculate? Displacement upon time, dl by dt. So rearranging the terms in this particular form, AC will become what? V by r into dl by dt. So V by r into what is dl by dt? Already we know velocity, displacement upon time, dl upon dt. So I'll write V. So what is AC? V into V by r. So AC will become what? V square by r. So centripetal acceleration, what it says? From this relation what we have got, it is equal to V square upon r. So this acceleration is always, means this indicates that the acceleration is directly proportional to the V square upon r. So V is what? Velocity with which the particle is moving from point A to point B. तो ये हुआ तुम्हारा सेंट्रीपिटल एक्सीलरेशन एंड दिस कंप्लीट्स योर मोशन इन ए प्लेन. ये चैप्टर अपना कंप्लीट हो गया है, मोशन इन ए प्लेन. सो नाउ वी विल स्टार्ट विद द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. वी विल सी द न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लम्स. ओके, ये डेरिवेशन एक बार पूरा चेक कर लो. यू विल सी दैट this is very very important derivation because they will be asking this derivation for 5 marks. What is centripetal acceleration? Derive the expression for centripetal acceleration on the basis of these two forms. Both the diagrams are important. Deriving, you have to draw both the diagrams, and on this basis you have to make the concept. This another one more method is there, by the method of change in velocity, or we can say angular velocity. Omega is equal to V by r, also we can do that, but this is a simple method of finding out the centripetal acceleration. So you follow this method and complete it today itself. So in the next video we will start with the numerical problems.